A rice mill is a processing facility where paddy is processed to ripe to be sold in the market. Thanks for joining me once again on the Ghanaian Farmer. My name is Enyunam. Today we are all the way in Takrady, a community called Shama, and we find ourselves in Roland Rice. It's a milling facility. They process and package rice and do other things to serve the rice farmers in this community. We are coming to talk about rice mill. How many of those do we have in this area or this district, and what kind of help are they giving to farmers in this district? I'm going for a quick break. When I come back, Roland Rice, the CEO of Roland Rice, is here. So tell me more about this facility, how long it's been here, how much I even need to have such a facility right behind me. We'll delve into more of these details right after this break. I'll be right back.
Okay, so this facility you see here is a very nice edifice. Okay. We are into processing of rice. Okay. So the name of the factory itself is Pras Rice Mill Limited.
Pras Rice
Mill Limited. Okay. Yeah. So under it we have JC Pra Enterprise and the Roland Rice as a brand. Right. Yeah. So this facility, we are to mill rice. What we do is we process rice from different districts or different communities. Okay. But Roland Rice itself, as a variety or as a brand, we have our own outgoers that also produce rice for us. Okay. So they all mill. Yes. Yes.
How long has it been since you established this edifice?
Okay, it has been less than a year now.
Less than a year?
Yeah, less than a year.
How many communities do you serve?
So in the Shama district, this facility is in the Shama district. Yes. So under the district, we have a lot of communities. Okay. But the Wasa community is also closer to the Shama district. So they also come in for processing. Okay. So in Shama district, we have more than 10 communities, okay, of which we serve them. Okay. Yeah.
On a day, how many bags or tons of rice do you process?
Okay, so the machine we see here does 10 tons in a day. So
10 tons?
Yes. So
every day?
Yes. So it means it can mill about 200 bags of the 50 kilos.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
If it's to work 24 hours. Yeah. But we've limited it to 8 hours in a day to increase the lifespan of the machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do farmers bring the rice to the milling just after harvesting from the farm, or I am supposed to keep it for some days?
Yes. What we do is after harvesting, you need to wait for a while for the rice to be well dried. Okay. So the rice dries about 12 to 13 moisture meter. That's the percentage or the measurement. Right. So when you get to the 12 or 13, it's ready for processing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So when the rice arrived, what do you do? The process that you
So when the rice comes in, what we do is we have a quality control. Okay. We need to test the rice if it's properly dried. Okay. There are no impurities or there are no even insects in it. Right. So before we test the rice to know if it's ready for milling or it's left with some few days before it is being milled. Okay. Yeah. So when it's ready for milling, we bring it straight to the milling center. Okay. Yeah. Then we start processing.
Then you start the process.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you'll be seeing us going through the process from where the paddy is dropped and then it goes through the machine before you see the fine rice at the end of the day, which is packaged into a very nice bag. Right. So when the rice is brought to the factory, you go through the quality control and you're sure it's ready for processing. Yes, please. How long does it take to process it for the fine texture?
Yeah, so it will depend on the number of bags the farmer brought. Okay. So if the farmer maybe brings about 50 bags of these sizes that you see here, that's the paddy rice. Okay. Yeah, no process, the paddy rice. So it will take you about 1 hour or maybe 2 hours for you to finish milling the 50 bags of rice. Okay. Yeah. So and with that, after processing, the farmer can get about 25 bags of rice.
No. Yeah. I brought 50 bags from my farm.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm getting only 25.
25, yeah.
Why?
So you get about half of the rice.
Why?
Most of them goes into the chaff and the bran.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, tell me, how much do I need to establish such an edifice?
Okay. So with the edifice that you see, we have offices at the top. Okay. Offices that we can contain those doing their national service interns, the accountants, HR. We have a lab too at the top. Then we have storage facilities down here.
Okay.
We have a conference room,
Right.
then packaging center.
Okay.
An edifice like this can cost you about 2 million Ghana cedis with the machines.
It costs 2 million.
Yes, please.
To have this
Yes,
edifice.
yes, please.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chama, well done. Well done. You've
Yeah.
done pretty well. Now let's talk about costs. If I bring, let's say, 25 bags of rice, how much am I expected to pay for the
Okay,
processing?
so we don't take cash, we take rice. Well, we've realized most of the farmers after harvesting, they don't have money.
Okay.
So we would rather take it in rice than sell it for them than to take money from the farmers, because at that time they don't have money unless maybe they sell their rice before they get money.
For
So
clarity's sake,
Yeah.
if I bring 25 bags of rice,
yes,
everything is done for me without me paying hard cash.
no, you don't pay cash.
That you take rice in return
Yes, please.
as your payment.
Yes, please.
So how many bags are you taking from my 25
So what we
bags?
do is we have a measure
Okay.
in volume. So the big bags, after milling, we take 5 kilo of the rice,
5 kilo.
5 kg, the small pack.
Please give me 5 kilo. Quick. Let me see the 5 kilo so that Roland will not cheat me when I bring my bags.
A size like this.
When I bring 25 bags,
Yes.
at the end of the day,
No, what we do is the big bag that we measure is about 100 kilos. So
Yes.
every 100 kilo, we take 5 kilo out of it.
okay,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Is that value, how do you call it? Does it complement how much goes into the
Yes,
product?
please. Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so
yeah.
what you take, what do you also do with it?
So we also package and sell.
Oh, okay.
So what we do is the rice that we take should be of Roland Rice quality.
Okay.
If it's not of Roland Rice quality, we don't bag it into Roland Rice. So we sell it to the outside market, like the market women buy it and use it for wache or any other meal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
one main reason why Ghanaians were finding hard to adjust to consume the
Yeah.
local rice has to do with the stone
Yes.
in it.
Yeah.
Have we gone past that stage?
Okay.
That now we eat rice without stones
Yes.
in it?
So if we see the machine that we have here, it has that quality of eliminating stones. So we have the destoner,
Right.
which will take off the stones, the minute stones, even metals and everything. So that, you see, initially Ghanaians were complaining that anytime you buy local rice, you buy it into stones,
Exactly.
of which it wasn't attracting people to buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we've been able to eliminate the stones.
Okay.
So the rice comes out with a nice quality.
All
yeah.
right, quickly. The machine,
Yeah.
does it go through any form of, work being done, maintenance?
Yeah,
Does it go through
yeah.
any form of maintenance?
Every machine needs maintenance.
Okay.
So we have a period of greasing most of the movable parts.
Right.
So we make sure that all the bearings, they have grease in it.
Okay.
And the motors too, we make sure that the wires don't touch each other. Otherwise it will just set fire.
All right.
Or it will blow up the motor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, what happens to the rice husk after you've taken off the fine rice?
Yeah.
What happens to the husk?
Okay, so with Roland Rice, nothing goes waste here.
Nothing at all.
Nothing goes waste.
Okay.
There's a saying that when the last tree dies, the last man also dies.
Exactly.
We've realized people have been cutting down trees for firewood.
Okay.
But now with Roland Rice, our hacks, we use it, we compress them into pellets, rice pellets.
So this is rice pellets?
Yes.
And it's made from the husk you get?
Yes, the hacks.
Okay, so what do I use the pellet for?
For firewood.
I can use it for cooking?
Yes, please.
So with this, a quantity of it in my coal pot, I
Yeah.
just put my matches
Yes,
and
please.
I'm good to
But
go.
with this, we have a special coal pot.
Okay.
So when it's being placed in that coal pot, it comes like gas.
Really?
Yes.
So it's smokeless?
Yes, please.
Wow.
Yeah. So the companies that use boilers, the industries that use boilers,
Right.
most of them prefer the rice pellets because it has the capacity of retaining heat for a longer period before it finishes.
I see.
Yeah. As compared to the normal charcoal or the firewood, it will burn off easily, but this one is able to retain more heat
For a long time.
for a longer time.
So
yeah.
who are your target market? Who buys this pellet?
Okay, so we have the secondary schools.
Okay.
They have the stoves that also you can use the
It's
pellets.
suitable for
Yes,
using the
yes,
pellets.
yes. So most of
Okay.
the secondary schools in Western region,
Right.
they have the stoves that of which we supply them.
Okay.
Then the industries, those that manufacture cylinder, gas cylinder, they need high heat to melt the metals.
Okay.
So they
So
also
they come for the pellets.
yes, they use the pellets.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll do business with you.
Oh, thank
So
you.
that I can now be the sole distributor.
No problem.
Everywhere I go, I do business. Okay, aside the pellets that is produced from the rice husk, what else do you make from?
So with the rice husks, it does a lot of things.
Okay.
Research, people normally do research.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Goodyear, they manufacture car tire.
Okay.
So what they do is they burn the rice husks.
Right.
It contains silica.
Okay.
So silica is normally got from sand, but you need to burn sand to a higher heat before you
get the
can.
silica.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with rice, you can burn it easily and get that silica.
Right.
So it's being added to the rubber.
Okay.
So when you add rice husks, the burnt one to rubber to form a tire, when it's on the road, because of friction, it heats
Okay.
and it doesn't wear off easily as compared to other tires.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the rice husks in it, it will let the lifespan of the tire last longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make that one also here.
No, we don't make that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but from research, that's what
Right.
we've realized.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I saw some heap of rice husk behind the factory.
Yeah.
What do you do with that one? What happens to
Okay,
it?
so what we do is we also burn some
Okay.
for fertilizer.
The rice husk?
Yes.
You burn it?
Yes, we burn
And it becomes
because,
fertilizer?
Yeah, it
How?
contains the silica.
Okay.
And the rice plant also needs the silica to form the rice.
Really?
Yes. Yes. So when it goes back to the soil, the rice plant will not find it difficult looking for silica from the ground.
Hey.
Yeah.
So there's no waste here at all?
Nothing goes waste. And the rice straw, after harvesting the rice, is being used to manufacture paper. So
Wow.
we have some kept in sacks.
Okay.
People will come for it and use it to manufacture paper.
Okay, Ro, we are ending up our conversation, but briefly, is there any challenge associated with the work you do?
Yes.
How many staff do you have, first of all?
Permanent staff 8, and we
Okay.
have about 200 temporary staff.
200
Yes, please. They serve as outgrowers.
rice farmers that
Yeah,
supply the
yeah,
factory.
yes.
But are you a farmer yourself?
Yes, please.
Okay, now let's touch on the challenges. What are the challenges?
So the major challenge is about funding.
Funding.
Yeah, funding.
But you have money. All these things you are selling, you are making money.
I'm talking about the farmer.
Okay.
Yes, so with the farmers, you see, whenever you go to the bank for
Right.
loan, you need a collateral, you need
Okay.
some documents.
Right.
Most farmers don't have such documents. So we find it very difficult.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Getting funding
with
for
Shama
those.
District, we have MOFA to support us. So they come in to also aid us to get loans. So they speak to some of the banks, the rural banks, for them to help their farmers.
Okay.
Yes. If not that, Shama District, our farmers wouldn't be able to cultivate rice about
Right.
2 times in a year.
Okay.
And they promote our rice too.
Right.
The rice that we process is being promoted outside.
Okay.
Yeah, so it brings in more people to come and buy our
Right.
rice.
Okay.
So I spoke about funding
Yeah.
as a challenge.
Yeah.
The second thing is bird scaring.
Okay.
The birds normally consume most of our rice. So when you leave the rice
Right.
after some few days, birds will just feast on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the major challenge is bird control.
Okay.
It's something that's across all board, but
Right.
in Shama District, we are facing that difficulty with birds.
Okay.
And another thing is about drying.
Okay.
After harvesting the rice, we normally fall into the rainy season.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for us to dry our rice. So we need mechanized way of drying our
Okay.
rice, not to depend on the sunshine.
The sun
Yeah.
to dry it.
Yeah.
So you need a dryer.
Yeah, a dryer,
Okay. All right. But in all, would you say that in case I have funding now and I don't
Yeah.
want to go into the farming, running such a facility, will it make me profit?
Yes, processing also gives money. I always advise people that any investment being done that you can just sit down and monitor is something like a machine that is in a house.
Yes.
Yes, or in a building, in a
Okay.
structure. Yeah, you
Okay.
can easily monitor.
Right.
Even if you are not around, you can get your cameras to be seeing whatever work is going on. So running a processing center,
Is equally very profitable.
Yeah, very
What's your
profitable.
background anyway?
I did construction technology.
What is a construction technology person doing in the agri value chain? What are you doing here?
Okay, what brought me in was I started constructing dams and canals for agriculture. So it led me
The
into
connection.
the rice.
I saw it.
So I decided that since construction always you need to be looking for contracts,
Yes.
but with farming
Every day you are getting supplies.
Yeah.
He doesn't like suffering at all. Anyway, so that's Roland. He is the CEO of Roland Farms. And when you come to Shama, they have one of the molding facility that is into processing and packaging of rice. He also works with over 200 outgrowers, but they have a few challenges which has to do with one of them is dryer, to help them dry the rice. Because over there, when you go out, you can see the rice, okay? And some birds, I'm sure they'll find a way to come and eat some. The wind is blowing some, and a lot of things. But I'll take you to where the husks are, the ones they are burning as well, for you to see there is no waste in agriculture. There is money. For right now, I found my business, so I'm coming to start being distributor and all that. So if you want to do business with me, please get in touch. How do we find you on social media, quickly?
Roland Rice Ghana on Facebook,
right,
and with other apps too. When you type Roland Rice, you get us.
All right. Thank you very much for having us. We appreciate
You're
your time.
welcome. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.